Hey guys, it's Dr. Anderson at Life Essentials Chiropractic in Missouri City. So today I just want to talk to you about the most common things that we see when you get in an auto accident. So if you've been in an auto accident, man, that sucks. My heart goes out to you. I've been in several, family members as well. One time I got hit dead stop at a traffic light with someone going 60 miles an hour. So I understand how it goes. Some common things that we see every day, the most common things that happen that you might be feeling to be aware of, and things that we get awesome results with here, without drugs, without shots, without surgeries, just non-invasive, real corrective therapies. We can normally help, but some of probably by far the most common one is going to be whiplash. So whiplash occurs where you have this jarring forward and backward motion like a whip, right? And inside that takes, the normal side view of the head and skull. The head weighs about 12 to 14 pounds, right? So imagine a bowling ball sitting there and that force whipping back and forth, and the tissues, the muscles, the ligaments that connect all the bones and hold them together, the disc, the nerve, even the spinal cord can be traumatized by that, right? So you start to whip forward and then come back, and imagine what can happen to all the tissues there. Even the joints can get jammed. So some common things that happen are the muscles themselves can be involved, and they can be overstretched, creating micro tears that can become really stiff and achy and rating and painful. And it can even go deep enough where the ligaments can have the same thing. They can be sprained and have micro tears and micro traumas and get overstretched. And the ligaments connect bone to bone, and they're a lot harder and they're a lot stiffer. So they don't have the elasticity that a muscle has. So that usually creates more of an injury. And they can go deeper even into the disc. So the disc in between each bone and the bone here, there's a disc, and it's like a soft cushion, and it's sort of like a ketchup packet. If you put too much weight all of a sudden on one side, where's the ketchup go? Pops out the other side. So that's how you get swelling or even tearing of a disc that can occur in those injuries. And when any of those things happen, the spine can actually get stuck out in a bad alignment. It can jam the joints. You can get stiff and achy. You start to lose range of motion. And you can even start to pinch and injure the spinal cord or the nerve roots, and you might get severe pain, you might get numbness or tingling, but the nerve system controls all the health and function of your body. So it's really important not to just treat the pain. You really want to get to the underlying root cause of the problem, because just treating the pain leaves all those mechanical issues unaddressed. And if you eventually progress, then those things start to remain and get worse over time. You start to get even neurologic compromise. A lot of people have symptoms too in the beginning of whiplash with headaches, fatigue, brain fog, focus problems. They start getting dizziness. They can get a lot of anxiety. You can start getting a lot of stiffness or pain, numbness or tingling radiating down your arms. Similar issues can happen in your lower back in an accident, and all the same tissues in the lower back can be involved the same way. You might start getting pain or numbness or sciatica or tingling from the nerve being damaged going down your leg. So those are some of the biggies. Those are by far the most common things. We get about a 95% success rate at dramatically improving or completely eliminating those problems. So if you have those, we can definitely help. Another thing that happens is people brace themselves, right? So you grab the steering wheel and people get their shoulders jammed a lot, or the seat belt is coming from this way, or if you're a passenger from this way, and that can actually jam the shoulders. So sometimes the shoulders need to be worked with, or the collarbones, or even similarly the legs, the knee. You jam your foot on the floorboard or on the pedal or on the brake, right? And then you get that impact with a stiff knee, and then you start to jam your knee joint or your hip. So lots can happen. You don't want to overlook it. All those types of issues can be correctable if you get it in time, but a lot of times you go to the emergency room in the beginning, they're just looking for fractures or something traumatic, brain injuries. Their job is to save your life. So they're looking at things that are going to end your life. And if you have pain, they're going to say, thank God you're okay, and probably give you some pain pills. But then you're kind of left on your own with all the rest of it to figure out. So that's where we come in. So if you have any of that, I'm sorry that you're going through that, but the most important thing is to get you fixed as soon as possible, because it's always easier, it's always a better outcome, and it's always not as much time or effort or money when you get to it sooner, just like any other problem. So we'd love to talk to you about it. If you want to set up a time to come in, we'd love to talk to you about it and hope to see you then.